Hello guys, taking our rights back again. Listen, I want to do a quick intro, then I'm going to put this in my pocket because we won't get in if I don't. So listen, we're at our next location, the second location of the day, and that second location is Middlesbrough. First one was Darlington. So listen, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this in my pocket just so I can get in the reception, because what these guys do here is keep the door locked, and if they see you with a video camera, they're not going to open the door. Okay, so I'm going to press pause in a minute, and I'll come back to you as soon as I gain entry. I'll get this out of my pocket. Okay guys, respect. So guys, I was lying. The door's open today. So what I'm going to do is watch and learn. Hello, miss. Good afternoon, miss. Is it okay if I take a seat? Okay, so I'm just in the area, miss. I thought I'd come in and show a bit of courtesy. I'm in the area, independent journalist. I am going to be taking some footage in the area, so I just thought I'd come and let you know. Okay.
You don't film me because I don't want to be on camera. I'm not a police officer, so I don't need to be on any film, please.
Okay. So if you're not a police officer, what are you?
I'm support staff, so can you just not film me?
Oh, I'm not filming you, to be fair, look. It's right in there, look.
Yeah.
But support officer.
Yeah, we're all support staff here.
Alright, so what is your role then?
This.
Just front desk.
I support the police by assisting members of the public. Yeah.
And how do you find the place? Cleveland place?
I don't really need to discuss what my thoughts are.
I just thought,
I appreciate
friendly
that,
conversation, miss.
I don't need to discuss.
No, just friendly conversation, because why I'm in the area, miss, is Cleveland Police Force is the first and only police force to fail in every department. Now, not only that, miss, back in the 1990s, there was a case, I don't know if you know about it, or you will do. Were you working in the 90s, if you don't mind me asking? In this role?
No.
No. Well, in the 90s, there was an operation, right, where, if I'm not mistaken, it was Essex Police came up, the police investigating the place. I don't know how that works, if I'm honest. It's like the independent police. How does that work? You know, you're making a complaint against the police and it's the police investigating the police. Just doesn't work really, does it? But yeah, going back to the 90s, what was happening here at Cleveland, DCI Mullen, can you remember him? Robocop, zero tolerance. So what him and his team were doing is they were arresting vulnerable addicts on the street, taking them out and getting them to do what we call taking into consideration. So they were pointing houses out that had been burgled and saying, when we take you back to interview, you say you've done that, giving them money to go to drug dealers and buy heroin, and then when they were back in the cells, letting them take drugs, right? Not only were they doing that, they were then going into the property office, right, signing property out as though it was for evidence and stealing it. Yeah, and I'm sure it was Essex, miss, that come, right, to investigate. Now what happened, right, was none of them was, no criminal charges were ever brought against any of the officers involved. Some of them resigned before they got pushed, and some of them got pushed, but they kept the pensions. Do you think that's right? Do you think that's right? No. You're shaking your head.
I'm not commenting on it because I wasn't here then, so I don't know.
I know, but I bet you're clued up on it. I bet you know.
No, I don't know.
Oh, well, let me educate you.
Not old enough.
I know you don't look that old actually, but let me educate you, miss, right? So, if that was a police force that I'm telling you about, is that acceptable, miss? It's not acceptable, is it? I mean, what kind of confidence can we hold in Cleveland Police if things are like that are happening? You know, and do you know what, miss? Back in the day, right, these said police officers, one works next door now, in stages, working with vulnerable people. Scandalous, if you ask me. Scandalous, and it shouldn't be allowed. Then you had DCI Malin, ended up being mayor. How does that happen? You know what I mean? But what it is, if that was me who'd done that, I'd have been charged, I'd have been put in front of a Crown Court judge, and I'd have been sent to jail. And just because they're wearing that fancy dress uniform, they get away with it. And you know what? I think it's scandalous. And I think you know it's scandalous, and it's not acceptable. What kind of competence can we, the people of Cleveland, what kind of competence can we hold in the place? Sad mess, isn't it? Isn't it sad?
I don't know what you expect me to say.
I'm just
No, it's your opinion, and you're entitled to your opinion, yeah.
Just a yes or a no. I'm just saying, is that sad? Is that a sad situation that we're in? For Cleveland Police. I mean, how many police chief constables have we gone through in the space of a few years? Do you know what I mean? So we had all that in the 90s, and then back in modern times, if you like, now they're failing it in every department. One more question. We think there's a big movement of people like me who do these kind of things, which I'm sure you're aware. And what we're gonna get a petition going, right? And we're gonna see if we can get 1,000 signatures, and I don't think that'll be hard, right? So when people are in police custody, that they have to give us water, but it's sealed. Do you think that's a good idea?
Have to give you what?
Do you know water? When you ask for a drink of water, that they have to give you that drink of water, but it has to be in a sealed bottle. Do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know.
No.
I wouldn't know. Nobody's ever complained about the water.
No.
Most people are quite happy to have a cup of tea or a coffee or
I wouldn't drink out of here, mate. I wouldn't drink or eat anything from. I think it is sad though, Miss, you know, that Cleveland Police, the only police force ever in history to fail in every department, man. Do you know what I mean? But Miss, how come that door's open? Because usually you lock it, so people like me can't come in.
Public, come in.
I know, I like you. At least you're honest.
Well, yeah.
At least you're honest. Because do you know what we get? I've just been up the road to Darlington Police Station, and what they're trying to say to you, yesterday I was at South Shields, what they're trying to say to you is it's not a public area and you can't video, and they've got signs up saying please don't video. But that's just a request, and I don't do requests.
That's due really to help a safety aspect because we're a target, so...
A target?
Yeah.
Well, when was the last time the police were target for what? Anyway? Terrorism. So when was the last time a police station or anything like that was ever targeted? London. Which one?
I don't know which police station, but they were targeted.
I'll tell you the last time. It was back in the 1970s, and it was the IRA. That's the last time, miss.
But we still have to be careful. We've got vulnerable people here, so we need to be careful.
I definitely agree. Definitely agree. Vulnerable people. Definitely. But yeah, that's what the police tried to use all the time. Section 43 of the Criminal Justice, Section 43 of the terrorism thingy. When people like me are performing illegal activity, and you know what? It's going to get took off them. Just like Section 44 of the Terrorism Act has already been took off them because they misused it all the time. And that's what's going to happen. See, what it is with the police these days, they don't... I'm not filming you, I swear to God. I'll show you at the end right now. I bet your face is not on this, right? And I bet you're a tenner, so I hope you've got deep pockets. Okay? I promise you you're not on it, miss. I promise you. Do you believe me?
I'll have to, because I've asked you not to, because I don't need to be... I don't publicise my job. So.
No, I know, and do you know what, miss?
I appreciate you not filming.
I'm not, I promise you, miss. I'm not videoing you, but why don't you publicise? Are you ashamed?
I've got the safety of my family to think of.
Yeah, but you're not even a police officer anyway, are you?
But people don't treat me any different.
Okay, well I don't know why, because you've been lovely, miss. Actually, you have. And that makes a pleasant change, you know. Because the police staff are usually just as bad as the police officers.
We're not all that bad.
Some, most, I said most, not all. But you have been lovely, and I promise you I'm not videoing you. Look, it's pointing there, look, I promise you. Can you see the lens? You can't see the lens, can you?
No.
So I can't see you then, can it, miss? Do you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm just in the area, and I'm flexing, if you like, I'm flexing my rights. And Cleveland Police, no, not Cleveland Police, any police, they don't like it, because they're held to account. They're held accountable now. Do you think that's a good thing? No, I can't believe you're shaking
You're
it.
answering for me. When you're asking me a question, you're answering for me, and I haven't answered your question.
No, you shook your head.
I haven't.
Oh, miss, that makes me want to video you, you know.
Well, I've got other things I need to do. So.
I know, do you know what? It's been pleasant talking
Nice
to you.
Nice to meet you.
I know, it's been pleasant talking to you, miss, but what it is, you are working for the most corrupt police force going.
Well, let's hope things change.
Say that again, please.
Let's hope things change.
Go on, miss, so do we. And that's why we're out here to make things change. You know, we don't mean any malice or anything like that, but we're standing up for our rights, and hopefully, miss, things will change.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Alright.
Okay, it's been lovely speaking to you, miss. Now I'm going to go around the perimeter, and I'm going to do what I do best. And hopefully, no police officers come out and antagonise me,
Right.
because they will be held accountable if they do. Okay, thank you, miss. So, guys, she was lovely, wasn't she? I should have showed you her face, but, you know, she was lovely. And that makes a pleasant change for you, for Middlesbrough. So this is my local police station, guys. This is my local police station. Cleveland Police. They haven't got the yellow phone of disconnection in here, but what they have got is this. What they have got is that. They haven't got the yellow phone of disconnection. Can you see? Control room, custody and inquiry desk. Usually you have to press that. See my fucking tobacco nail there? Yeah, you have to press that to get in. So guys, I'm definitely gonna pause and come back to you. I don't think we get much here, if I'm honest. Cleveland, Middlesbrough don't like to engage with us. In fact, I'm going to go back and ask if she can get an officer who's going to come out and let me ask some questions, because I am an independent journalist. Yeah, man, let's do it. Miss, actually, right, it would be nice if you could see if there would be a police officer who would be willing to come out and speak to me. It'd be nice if you could see if there'd be a police officer who would be willing to come out and answer some questions, because I'm an independent journalist.
Well, we have nobody free at the moment.
I can see two people there. I can see two people there. You put that on, miss, I can't hear you.
If you are a journalist or you've got any questions regarding anything to do with Cleveland Police in general, can I suggest that you dial 101, which is the general police number, and ask to speak to somebody from the corporate communications department?
I've tried that, and they only want to speak to you when you're saying something good. If you're saying something good about them, they'll speak to you. If you've got anything negative or you want to ask a negative question, they don't want to know. So that's why I'm here, sir.
That's nothing I can comment on. I'm sure the only advice I can give is
Say again, sorry.
So to speak to the corporate communications department, that would be my advice. That's what generally, if there's any issues that we deal with operationally or within the police, you know, that anybody comes and approaches us, whether they're sort of from the public in general or perhaps from the media, that could be the television, that could be independent journalists such as yourself, or anybody involved within the media. The strategy is generally from us to speak to somebody from the corporate communications department.
Yeah.
We used to refer to them as the press office.
Yeah.
The actual department is the corporate communications office.
Yeah, and I get that.
I can't tell you with any certainty what sort of hours they would keep. Because we're getting on and it's sort of 5:30 now, so I don't know whether that is a sort of office hours department or whether it's a 24-hour service.
Okay.
But certainly my advice to you would be to contact them.
Okay.
And then obviously arrange for somebody who is in a position to sort of maybe answer any questions or make any sort of statements that you're looking for, and that person might be able to help you better.
Okay. Can I just ask you to identify yourself since I've made contact with you, please?
My calling number is
Please.
324.
324. And can I ask, are you recording now?
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you.
This device is a body-worn camera.
Yes.
When it is operational, it shows red.
Okay.
It beeps and it shows red. Green is the standby. It's like standby mode.
Okay. Okay, so I've listened to you and I've took on board what you're saying and your advice. But what I will say back to you, I've already said it, is when we phone them, we've got something good to say, then they'll want to sit and they'll want to talk to you. if you've got something negative or you're bringing a negative thing that's happened and you're asking questions about it, they don't want to talk to you. Have you got a comment to make about that?
I'm afraid I can't comment on that.
Why?
I appreciate that, you're in a position where you would like to sort of like seek further answers and you're asking me for a comment, but I'm afraid I cannot give you a comment on
And
that.
can I ask why you can't?
Again, that's why we would direct you to the corporate communications department within the place.
Okay, so you're not going to make a comment?
No, I'm not going to make a comment at this time.
Why though? You could if you wanted to.
I'm afraid I'm not going to make any comment.
Would you get into trouble?
And I'm not going to engage in sort of any attempts to sort of lead me into a conversation.
How would I do that?
I would like to think not.
I'm not that intelligent, sir.
I'm not going to question your professionalism or your integrity in any way.
Okay.
All I can do is I can wish you all the best with your investigation and with your career in journalism, whether you do that professionally or whether you do that as a non-paid role. I can always wish you all the best.
Okay then, can I ask how long you have been a police officer?
Been police officer for over 25 years.
So, in Cleveland?
Yes.
So, you can remember Operation Lancet?
Right. Again, we're entering into a conversation which I'm not at liberty to...
I'm just saying, can you remember Operation Lancet? I'm not asking you to comment on it, I'm just saying, can you remember Operation Lancet?
Right. I remember most things that's happened within Cleveland Police in the last 25 years.
Okay.
I'm afraid that's as much as I'm prepared to say at this point in time, because all questions must be addressed through the corporate communications department.
Okay, can you give me your phone number just in case I've had the wrong one then?
We wish you all the best with that.
Yep.
That contact number will be 101.
101. Okay then, thanks for your time and thanks for being professional.
Take care.
Thank you, and you, thank you very much, bye. So guys, we come across somebody who was okay in Cleveland as well. He was okay, wasn't he? Remained professional. So yeah, we'll pause and we will come back if and when needed. I'm glad I went back and asked that question. If I'm honest, I thought he was coming over to be a bit of a knob, because when I was speaking to Miss, he was looking, and the way he was looking, I'd have said that he was looking as though he had a bit of an attitude, but actually he was okay. To say he's worked in Cleveland Police for 25 years, I don't think, and I am good with faces, I don't think I've ever come across him. But you seen his face when I said Operation Lancet, didn't you guys? Now listen, if you don't know about Cleveland Police, they are the only police force to fail in every department, guys. Not only that, look at him putting his hand up, doesn't want to be famous. Yeah, failing in every department, but back in the 90s, Google Operation Lancet, Cleveland Police. If you don't know about it, it's quite disturbing, And let me tell you this, guys, nobody got any criminal charges brought against them. Some retired before they were pushed. Some were pushed, but they did still get the pension. Actually, there is a police officer who was, I don't know if he was pushed or if he jumped, but he works in there now, and that's a homeless hostel, and he works in there with vulnerable people. How's that fair? How's that right? So I'm going to come back to you even when needed, okay? I don't know where these come out of. I'd like to know. I'm going to find out. I believe he's taken, see what it is, when I got locked up at the COVID, I remember they stopped there and pressed that button, so he has got a prisoner in that van. 100% got a prisoner. Again, guys, this is just a quick one, right? There you go, NX. Remember when I was saying NX on one of my lives? NX. Do you know, I always say how many vehicles are parked up in the backyards of police stations. This Cleveland, Middlesbrough, is the worst one yet. Look at them all. Look at them all. All them Peugeots and Corsas, right? CID, unmarked cars. Even there, look. All CID, them. See the NX over there? The Focus, again. It's old on that, like. But all them NX. Look at them, all NX. November Echo. November X-ray. November X-ray. Sorry, where am I getting echo from? Oh, I wonder what that is. It's got a little bit of a door there. I don't know what that is. Yes, guys. Cleveland Police, the worst performing police force in the country. Right, guys, I wished I had that on record there, right? So when I went in and I was talking to that policewoman, yeah, police staff, there was 2 members of the public in the area, right, in the foyer, right, and I was respectful and didn't even point the camera their way, didn't even acknowledge them. I've just come out. I've just come back around the corner from where all the vehicles are parked, right? Now he's walking out of the front reception and 3 females were walking towards me, which I knew wasn't police officers. I know they're working there, either cleaners or come round and give you your food when you're in the cells. I wasn't recording, but I was holding my phone exactly how I am now. And I said, hello ladies, and he went, stop recording, I'll record you. So I've put my thumb up. Right there, so I've done that and walked towards him. And he was gutted. It was all like, I mean, how he looked at me, man. I'm fucking masked up to death anyway. Yeah, so, stop recording people, man. Hey, you mate. I'm here for people like you. You're just like me, and I'm here for people just like you. So what you getting hurt for? Listen, that's where, when I got locked up for my COVID, section 5, what I'm taking them to court over, this is where they let me out of. So this gate and that door there, that's where they let me out of. Now I haven't been locked up many times in here. It's not that old, well it's over 10-year-old like, but yeah, I haven't been locked up for, I'd say about a handful of times. I can count how many times I've been in the cell in there. There's a few cells, look. But it is a massive car park, this, compared to our old police station. So yeah, this is my local police station. I don't know, guys, if that there, right, so through this gate and then there, if that is the exercise yard. I dare say it's not, because they don't want you to see anything outside if they're giving you exercise. But I don't know. No, it's not, man, it's not. But there's cells again through there. I don't think it is actually. So guys, what I've decided to do is they come out there and they go in there. Right round the corner where I've just been, this is a massive complex. It's just where the staff park. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait here and I'm going to try and get some comments on the Cleveland Police being the only police force, the first and only police force to fail in every department. I'm also going to see if I can get a comment on Operation Lancet from back in the 1990s, and I'm also going to see if I can get a comment on the armed response officer who pulled up a couple of months ago in a residential area and thought it was acceptable to relieve yourself and urinate. So yeah, bear with me guys, that's the plan of action. Look at that, isn't it good that they don't even know we're there? Where you're creeping on them, man. You haven't got a clue that I'm here. You know what I mean? That's how bright them are. The fucking fluorescent jackets are brighter than them too, man. Where's the helmets? Look at that for a machine.
You okay?
Hello?
Okay.
How come you shouted?
Just wondering if you were okay.
Where are you watching me from, like? Bit of a mad one, guys. I was just walking by and this voice. What's that? But now he won't answer me now. We'll figure out where anyway, won't we? Hello? Hello? Anybody in there? Hello? So that was a bit of a madden, wasn't it? Just out of the blue. Start shouting hello, hello, hello. You're under my vest. Oh, look at this, guys, and now we've got we're coming late, like. Coming late, these fuckers. There's no one in because there's two in there. They might be just coming to park it back up, I reckon. They're coming to park this back up. Yes, there we go. No, I need some assistance. Hello, sorry, why were you shaking your head at me there? I just needed some assistance, officer. Obviously, that's why I'm here. Just 3 quick questions and then I'm going to go. What do you reckon about Operation Lancet back in the 1990s of Cleveland Police? Okay then, what about Cleveland Police being the only police force, best police force, to fail in every department? Got any comment to make? No. What about your police officer that pulled up an armed response vehicle and decided to relieve himself and urinate in public? If you see me urinating in public, would you deal with me?
That's me, yeah.
Okay, and what would you do?
Take care, mate.
See that? No comment, guys, eh? As always, no comment to make. No comment to make, guys. So yeah, I'm gonna get out with you soon. See if we can get a response from these guys, yeah? Okay. See if they try to run me over, guys. Excuse me! Bacon chops, man. He was a proper bacon chop, same as well. Look at them, man. Oh, bless the cotton socks. Know what I mean? I could be in there now, couldn't I? I was getting watched though, believe me. Now guys, what's happening is there's a camera up there, right? So every time I walk near this, right? And then as I get to about, I'd say about here. As I get to about here, right? They start shouting on that, right? That's how childish they are. Now the first time he was like, hello, hello, hello. So when I went back, he went, oh, can I help you? Well, you seen it, didn't you? That's why he was watching, and then he just hung up on me. So I tried to ring back, but he wasn't having it. Yeah, man. So what we'll do now, guys, right? What we'll do now, guys, is we'll go for a walk around the perimeter. Seems they don't want to engage, and just let me ask them 3 simple questions. Then we'll just go for a walk around the perimeter. Do you know what I mean? I mean, they're not very bright, these police officers, are they? Or police staff. Very childish, don't you think? Yeah, so what we'll do, I mean, let's go back to them not being very intelligent. They could have me out there. All I want to do is ask 3 questions, and then I'd be gone. Because they clearly don't like us being here, guys. Do you know what I'm saying? So why don't they use their 2 brain cells that they've got, right, and get rid of us? But no, Cleveland Police, they're just too thick, man. But yeah, there you go, guys. Listen, I'm going to pause, and I'll come back to you if and when. Excuse me. Excuse me, can I ask you 3 quick questions? Why not? Busy? Don't look very busy to me. See how much the lie? Lying cunts, man. You know what I mean? Cleveland place for you guys. Does anyone know what that means? Tascor. T-A-S-C. So Tango, Alpha, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar, Romeo, and then only. What does that mean, guys? Anyone? Anyone or no one know what that means? I don't. But if anyone knows and they want to share that information, then please do. Am I okay? Yeah. Oh, you miss? I can't hear you now. I just wanted to do that, man. On there, that's all. What do you mean? Why have I got my phone out? Because it's a mobile and to use it you need to have it out. Okay. Oh, are you like? Are you you're the police officer? What? Uniform? Are you a uniform or detective? Well, you're saying you're a police officer but you're not identifying yourself is what I'm saying. You're in plain clothes. So, alright then, I'm identifying myself as a police officer, do you believe me?
Well, be careful, man, because if you're doing that, there is actually an offence.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So, at the moment...
So show me yours, because otherwise, you're borderline getting locked up for impersonating a police
No,
officer.
what it is, you were a member of the
careful,
public.
mate.
You were a member of the public. Don't try and threaten. If you're going to do something about it, get out and do it.
Say again, sorry.
If you want to do something about that, then get out and do it because you done it to me. So I was just showing you that a member of the public...
I'll ask you a question, mate, but you used the mobile phone regarding the secure area.
And I answered you.
And then,
I answered you to be
now
fair,
you're telling
officer.
me that you're a police
But you were telling me and you're in plain clothes and you said to me that you didn't have to... You said to me that you didn't have to identify yourself. So I showed you an example. I showed you an example that anybody can say I'm a police officer unless you identify yourself.
Right,
We'll
We'll have to deal with this now because you are impersonating a police officer, so...
Okay, it's all on film, don't forget. And I will take...
That's fine.
I will
Put your hands behind
take.
your back, mate,
Wait
please.
there. Let
No,
me just
put
tell
your
you
hands
this.
behind your back,
Let me
please.
tell you this.
Put your hands behind your
Let
back,
me
please.
tell you this first.
Put
I
your
will.
phone in your
I will
pocket.
show you.
You can
I
show
will
all
show
your
you.
mates. You've just told me you're a
Tell me
police
your
officer.
number then. Tell me your number
10:55.
first. 10:55. I'll
Yeah.
put it in my pocket for you now.
No problems. Put in your pocket, please. Keep your hands where you are.
Have you got handcuffs?
Not a bump, but do me a favour. Could we just go in and just ask someone to come out, please?
Okay, there's no need to be aggressive.
I'm not being aggressive, mate.
You've got it tight.
Well, at the moment,
got
you're
it
under
tight.
arrest, mate.
Okay.
I'm
Why
gonna-
don't you turn this off now then?
That's fine, it's up to you.
Well, even
I am
let
going
me
to
get it
caution
then.
you, mate. You don't have to say anything
Well,
behind your
let me turn
defence.
it off
If
then.
you don't mention when questions, something which you're
Would you
allowed
like
to
me
do
to turn
for.
it off or not?
Anything you do, say, maybe given evidence.
Why don't you just walk me in?
Because my car's behind.
Turn it off.
Where am I supposed to put it, mate?
I don't know, mate. You just can't be out. Do you want me to turn this phone off or not?
It's your phone, mate. I don't need enough. James, just go up and stand with me for a minute, please.
Okay,
I'll be shifting that in a second for you. Yeah, it's fine.
course he's alright, he's a big boy, he's a bully.
I'm just going to shift my car, gents. He's under arrest for impersonating a police officer.
Alright, no need to be aggressive.
I'm not going to go.
Right, listen.
Are you listening?
Huh? I'm listening. Come on, I'm listening.
Just stand still and keep quiet.
Well, you walk with me, tell me to be... Stay still. That doesn't make sense. All I was going to say to you, right, is my phone's on record in my pocket. Oh, no, it's not.
That's fine.
What's it on?
Your phone's on record.
Okay. I'm not going to get a lot. Okay. You look a bit, say, whacked up. Here. Oh, that's a crowd.
Grumpy.
Grumpy, guys, grumpy. Alright? Now then, if I'm under arrest, we're not going to stand there all night, are we? We're going to go into custody.
Don't know
So why would we put there like idiots for then?
Because he's the arrest.
Alright, and we were waiting for the ticket plan.
Yeah, you okay there? I'll take the over and I'll meet you there in a minute. Yeah.
See you later, clown. See you later, clown. Clown. Yeah, it's me, like you, because I'm doing what you're doing. I'm doing all day long, guaranteed. I'll bet you that. I'll put any money on it, NFA. We're in Florida now, aren't we? I can't go anywhere now, can I?
Not really, mate.
Sorry, mate. You look pissed off as well.
What happens when you come in here?
What, you get pissed off? Right? Don't you like the job? Don't you like the job? Right? I'm just trying to make conversation, mate. You know what I mean? Got a bit put there with a colleague.
Hang on a second. Can you just get off?
Don't do it. It's corpus, you're not buying them up. Please don't leave anything like that. Okay.
I'm not going to
You did, mate. You did.
Well, if I did, it was accidental.
Okay, then I get apologising.
No.
No, I was just going to say I got such a apology.
You're all wrong.
Okay, so I said no. I was going to say, I accept your apology. Is this it? This COVID-19? Yes. Is the virus going about from like there's like loads of us? I don't think it's safe, mate. I'm a bit concerned for my welfare. It's not good just not arrest, I'm telling you, I'm a bit concerned.
What do you want me to do? You've got a towel on your face, haven't you?
Take towel. You're being racist.
No. Sit down.
No.
Well, shut up then.
No.
We'll be for the big mouth.
No. We're being racist for like that. There you are. It's not funny. We're being racist for. We'll be professional, aren't we? Right?
Sure.
You're sure?
You're a fool.
You were a fool? You're a big fool? He doesn't know, mate. Look at it. Oh, let it come and stop. You don't even know. No. Yeah. 10 o'clock. Bet your wife said probably do.
She is?
But she is.
Did your wife know you?
I've got one. Unlucky. But yeah. I've got a fiancé though. Got a fiancé though. Very proud. Start coming up people like you, accountable. How would you like them on rules? Don't quiet, man. Why are you looking at me with content, Paul? Do your job, man. Don't look at me with content. Hey, miss, do you know what? Just a polite one for you. This goes back to the 1800s. This. Do you know that uniform that you wear?
Yeah.
It should be kept in the condition